Breaking news coming in. A very good afternoon. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Divya Vada. This is in regard to the army. Post Operation Sindoor, the army has now gone ahead and said that China provided all kind of possible support to Pakistan. To know more on this, I have my colleague Shiv Aroor joining us. Shiv, get us all the details of the revelation that's been made by the army in regard to the support that China was providing to Pakistan.
You know, the Pakistan-China nexus is an open secret. That is nothing new. But for the Deputy Chief of the Army Staff to detail, with many layers after Operation Sindoor, not only the complexion of that nexus and that relationship, but the fact that 81% of Chinese weapons are in Pakistan, or Pakistan's 81% of their weapons are Chinese, and that Pakistan's warfare against India during Operation Sindoor was basically a Chinese experiment, and that Pakistan is a laboratory for Chinese weapons, is a very big thing coming from the Deputy Chief of the Army Staff. Remember, this is something that India is very cognizant about, and it is also of interest to the rest of the world, because these are some of the most cutting-edge, advanced Chinese weapons that were used against India, fired at India, used for air defense. Things like the HQ-9 air defense system, the PL-15 long-range air-to-air missiles, artillery systems, and so many other Chinese weapons that Pakistan actually used against India, but completely failed to stop the kind of punitive damage that India was able to impose there. So there are very sobering lessons for China from this so-called experiment as described by the Deputy Chief of the Army Staff. And it was a mixed bag as far as Pakistan is concerned, because not only were all their airfields completely smashed and damaged as a result of Chinese air defense systems completely failing to stop the Indian aerial onslaught, but also Chinese artillery, Chinese radars, sensors, ground equipment, etc., simply failing to do their job. So while India has recognized and called out this nexus, which, like I said, is an open secret, there are many learnings for China, because they're scratching their heads and wondering, why did all of our equipment, which we've been telling the world is actually world class and trying to sell to other countries, why did all of it fail so spectacularly in the face of India's Operation Sindoor offensive?
Right.
And therefore, this is also going to be of interest, remember, to countries like the United States. The United States has wanted to know for a very long time, the efficacy and quality of Chinese weapons. And I think Operation Sindoor has exposed that in a very embarrassing way for China.